At some point in our lives, science took over and everything had to be proved. So the psychic, intuition, and all these different elements are sort of pushed underground. And we are almost led to believe they don't exist. And they only exist if we can prove them scientifically. Very interesting. Many companies, e.g. Oil companies, people who look for diamonds, they use people who dowse. And yet, if you bring dowsing into everyday life, perhaps with the more academic community, they just won't accept it. Where's the proof? But the proof is that through dowsing, I think one of the world's largest diamonds was found during the war. They used people specifically to dowse to find where the enemy warships were. And so dowsing is really developing the intuition, and if done correctly, it really is an amazing tool. And I've used it for years, and I use it even personally now. Sometimes I actually use it for making decisions. Now, you might think that's a bit odd, but there's times I think I have no idea whether I should, for example, go right, go left. That's a bit cliche, but it's true. Sometimes I'm just not sure whether I should do something. And sometimes I want to go against my gut feeling. And I do. And then I think, if only I'd followed my gut feeling, I wouldn't have taken this decision, I wouldn't have done this. And so I use dowsing almost to confirm exactly what and where I should be going and how I should be doing it. Now, to explain dowsing, I believe it should be done in a specific way, and we should understand what it is. And again, this is what I teach. We need to get the right result. Dowsing is holding a weighted object and getting a yes, a no, or a maybe answer, or an answer that from the swinging of the pendulum that will tell you there's something wrong, you've made a mistake. Now, I believe dowsing is tapping into a part of the brain that we don't use, almost the photographic brain, as if perhaps you're out and you witness a car accident, and then the driver drives off and the police say to you, what was the car registration number? And you say, oh, I can't remember. But if you were put under hypnosis, you would 90%, 99% remember that number because you saw it. So everything you see goes in. Everything you see goes in. But we filter out what we don't need. So dowsing has the ability to tap in to that everything that we see and extract what it is that we want to know. So many people, as I've said, they dowse for ley lines, they dowse for minerals, they dowse for diamonds, they dowse for warships when we had the war. And it really is an amazing tool if used properly. So firstly, you really need to become the computer operator. And secondly, you need to be able to know and trust your answers, and your responses from using a pendulum could use a needle and a thread. And you can then, as long as you know the answer, as long as you've seen it. So some people say, well, why haven't you won the lottery? And why can't you dowse for that? Because I can't dowse for that, because I haven't seen it, because it's in the future that hasn't happened yet. So I have no knowledge of that.